Hello and welcome to the academic conference of the Cyber Week of 2021. We are after intensive week with amazing meetings, conferences, talks on the stage, and other important gathering meetings, part of them virtual and others are real in person in our center in Tel Aviv University. We are happy and excited to open here our academic conference on this 11th Cyber Week. And before starting the real agenda, this is my pleasure to invite here to the stage to say a few words Professor Ben Israel, who is our leader, the director of the Cyber Center, the director of the Yuval Ne'eman workshop in Tel Aviv University, Major General retired, Professor Ben Israel. My pleasure to have you here. Please.
Good evening and thank you, Yaniv. I'll say a few short remarks, 3 comments I would call it. One is, although it's hard to believe, 10 years ago, when we started this cyber revolution here in Israel, there was not even one academia, one university in the world, I'm not speaking about Israel, on the globus, in which you could go and get a degree in cybersecurity, only 10 years ago. The problem was reverse to what we used to know. Usually we are accustomed that pure research creates new ideas, and then we find we break our head how to translate these ideas to applications, sometimes in security, sometimes for economy, for any kind of application. How do we commercialize it? 10 years ago, it was the other way around. Cyber knowledge was kept secret behind the walls of intelligence and military services, and we had to break our head how to transfer it from security and defense organizations to open world. A second comment is that we are not speaking here about, when we speak about academic research, we are not limit ourselves. It will be a mistake to limit ourselves to technological issues only. Usually you say cybersecurity and you speak about academy, immediately you think about encryption and math and computer science, etc. Although it's true that we tend on the 21st century to solve problems with technology, still it is not true that the problems are technological in nature. Most of the problems stems from human nature. Other issues are not really, the technology is the solution, but not really the creator of the problem. And therefore, we believe that we need to understand the psychology of individuals, mass behavior, legal issues, conflict between different sets of values in order to understand the problems, and then we may find the right solution for it. And the third comment, and this is sufficient for introduction, third comment is that although 10 years ago we started to make cyber research open and publish papers on it at university level, etc., it will be an illusion to think that now we can sit quiet and enjoy what we did in the last 10 years, because the rate of change is very fast. One generation in cyber technology is something like 1 year, and therefore we have to run very fast. That is to increase a lot the basic research and the derived applications in order to stay at the same place, and by this, I am ending my initial comments, and hope we will have a fruitful session. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Ben Israel. And I think that the 3 points and comments will appear during this conference, and you will see very interesting examples that really demonstrate these ideas. So from that, I would like to share with you a few relevant background or relevant points about the center here in Tel Aviv, and the ideas that really drive the way this center is managed. So you already heard from Professor Ben Israel about the interdisciplinary point, or the interdisciplinary perspective of our center, in which combines different types of disciplines together, not just to be in the same center together, but also to have a combined research projects that really take 2 different domains and combine them together into one type of research. We are proud to look at the growth of the center that started with several or nice number of research programs at the beginning, and each year we add more new topics and new research programs. And in that sense, we see here, we see today over impressive number of about 100 research projects that the center was involved with in the last few years, and you can see also the other numbers. The center tried to keep the relevant goals that were defined in its initiation, and to track them via relevant KPIs that enables to make sure that such a center meets the relevant goals that were at the early beginning of the life of this center. And we manage the balance of different type of projects within the interdisciplinary arena, between the more technical, the less technical, etc. And these are parameters that we track them, and we try to manage the center accordingly. And you can see here also the numbers. We believe that relevant topics that we can see here that are more on the technical side, in addition to other long list of topics that the center involves in, and run programs on these topics and several others. That's what can really affect, that's what really may influence the relevant arena of cyber. And on these topics, we track and try to influence and to be involved in publications and in things that the outcomes of these programs also affect our domain on the practical level. We have this conference that we are happy to run this for the 6th time this year, and this conference will of course continue and evolve along the years. And the center also runs relevant partnerships that many of them also help us with being involved in important programs and topics that the center is involved in. We have on top of this several collaboration programs. This is one program that we have with Singapore, and we are proud to run this program already for the second round after 4 years that we have completed the first one. So nowadays we are running the second round. These are the topics and the projects that were part of the first round. And these days we are happy to launch the second one. And I believe that the results of the second round will be published in the next few weeks. And based on our new relations with colleagues and friends in the Middle East, so we are these days also work on building new relations and our potential collaboration with the UAE, and we hope that next year we will be able to share about part of new collaborations also in that region. So please keep in mind that you have in the ICRC colleagues and friends that involved in various topics here in research around the cyber broad definition of topics. And these are theoretical researches as well as practical that are connected to various sectors. And the center is really open for collaboration with different institutions, regions, and relevant topics and ideas. And with that background about the Tel Aviv Cyber Research Center, we are happy to jump into our relevant program for today. We have several topics that were all combined in sessions that are dedicated to high-level domains. Due to the fact that this is a virtual conference, this is not a full-day conference, but here a shorter one, and we picked really a sample of very interesting and relevant topics and researches. We are going to dedicate our first session to the policy level and with the privacy focus that you can see here, the two topics that we are going to present. Later on, it will be more technology session with crypto focus with three lectures that we are going to hear. And the last one, evolving domains and technologies, AI and IoT, with two lectures. This is our plan for today, and we are excited to start. This is quite a concise conference with up to 20 minutes for each one of the sessions, about 15 to 17 minutes the talk, and 1 or 2 questions according to the time that we'll be able to take, and I'm sure it will be exciting.